Thank you. Thank you for your time. My name is Steve Hunt. I come from Avon. I work as an independent insurance agent. So I'd like to remind all the people in this room that in addition to the largest tax hike in the state history, plus the additional taxes imposed by the federal government over the last several years, many of our businesses are also grappling with double-digit increases under the Affordable Care Act. Everybody's sort of forgotten about the fact that all the business owners here are trying to pick up for the increased cost for not only themselves, but their employees. And unfortunately, many of them, as has been alluded to earlier, have solved the problem quite simply by moving south and west. They're going to not only where they can keep more of their money and face less regulations, but where they're appreciated. I think that people sometimes forget that if it's always just going to be, you have more, give it to me, sooner or later the person's going to turn around and say, well, why shouldn't I go where somebody wants me to be, like Texas or Carolina? We hear all the time about how the 2% has 15 times their share, and we should be concerned for that. And we should. We should be concerned about that. Tell me why I should not be equally concerned about the 15% that is 2 times their share. The people working for the government themselves have a policy of promise ourselves the world, make it somebody else's problem down the road. I'm reminded of the words of Louis XV, who said, after me the flood. We all know what happened to Louis XVI. So what I would suggest is, ask yourself, all of you, ask yourself where our budget would be if the governed were merely equal to the governing. If you and the people working for the state and the teachers and all of the other people simply had Medicare for all, just like it's been advocated by all kinds of people, I suspect we would no longer have a budget deficit at all. We would be discussing what to do with our surplus. And hey, that would allow us to do our roads, bridges, and projects that have been proposed by the governor. Only this time, just one small suggestion. Instead of spending $500 million on a busway that might benefit a couple thousand people in neighboring communities, let's maybe consider widening the choke points on the major interstates so the other couple 100,000 of us that live here can benefit too. Thank you.